Hey compassionate carnivores, in today's video I'm showing you 5 carnivore appetizers even non-carnivores will love. I have made these for friends and family who do not eat carnivore, and they said it tasted just like regular standard American diet appetizers. They couldn't tell the difference. This is perfect for the holidays coming up. It's great for Thanksgiving, Christmas, football games, parties, or if you just want a simple, delicious appetizer. Now, I know some people are going to be like, you're just like the vegans trying to make carnivore food like the standard American diet food, but hey, everyone's different and I like to have variety. So if you like to have variety, this video is perfect for you. Okay, so number 1 is deviled eggs. This is one of my carnivore staples because my family always has boiled eggs in the refrigerator. So here is how you make them. You want to boil your eggs and then you let them sit in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes because you want them to get nice and cold, and then you peel them, you slice your eggs in half, and you take all of the egg yolks into a bowl and you add softened butter. Don't worry, I will have the exact recipe in the description below. And then you mix it up until it gets like a mayo consistency. You can also add bacon grease for more flavor and it's super delicious. And then you just fill them up. You can use a spoon or a Ziploc bag to make it look nice and fancy. And then you can add toppings. You can add any kind of shredded cheese. You can add bacon on top, and it's so delicious. Make sure that when you use cheese that you get a block of cheese and you shred it yourself, because pre-shredded cheese comes with a bunch of wax and preservatives to make it last longer, so shred your own cheese. And then I like to chill them in the refrigerator again for about 10 minutes because it makes the filling set very nicely. My non-carnivore friends and family thought these were made with mayo. They had no clue they were carnivore until I told them.
Plain one, and this one is a cheesy plain one, and this one is a cheesy bacon one. Look at this guy. I'm gonna try this one. Oh my gosh, look at that monster. This is gonna be hard to eat it on camera without. Okay, so warning, it's gonna be messy. I'm speechless. That is so good, Dad. It's really, really, really good. This is the one with the bacon grease. I did just a good amount.
So that's the first one to make that even non-carnivore friends and family will love. Compassionate Carnivore whipped tallow body butter. Okay, super quick interruption. My sister Katie and I work really hard on Compassionate Carnivore, where we sell 100% natural, organic, tallow-based products. A lot of people say, why is your name Compassionate? Well, we get our tallow from our neighbors. They are 6th-generation farmers. They know every single cow by name. They can be like, that's Daisy, that's so-and-so. They do not use any ear tags in their ear. They treat them with the most love and care. Holidays are coming up. You can use code HOLIDAY2025 for 20% off your order. It's a perfect gift for your loved ones. Tallow is rich in vitamins A, D, E, and K. Very hydrating. We have whipped tallow body butters. We have chapstick. We have organic perfume roll-on oils. So many goodies. So you can check it out. CompassionateCarnivore.store. Now back to the video. Number 2 is cheese curds and mozzarella sticks. These are one of my favorite things to make. They are simple, easy, and delicious. I have made these for my family members who aren't carnivore, and they couldn't tell the difference. There are 2 ways you can make the batter. The first way is pricier. You can use pork panko. But the exact same thing with pork panko is pork rinds. So you can go to your grocery store and get pork rinds, and they're normally like $2 for a big bag. You just want to make sure that it's just pork and salt, no other weird ingredients. And then you put it in a Ziploc bag. Make sure that all the air is out. I put it on the ground and I like to stomp on it, but most people have mallets in their kitchen, like a cooking mallet, and you can crush it up and you want to get it nice and fine. So those are 2 ways for the batter. And then if you're okay with seasoning, you could add garlic powder, onion powder, parsley, but if you're not fine with seasoning, you don't have to do that. You can just stick with the pork rinds and it's delicious. Okay, so before you start all of this, you want to have your frying pan heated up with beef tallow in it. You want to fill your pan up about 25% with beef tallow, because if you add too much beef tallow, your cheese curds or mozzarella sticks will float to the bottom. Then you are going to take a raw egg and put it in a bowl and mix it up. And then you have your batter in one bowl, and then you have a plate that you're going to put it on. And then, of course, your cheese curds. So you take a cheese curd with one of your hand, you dip it in your eggs, and then you take your other hand to mix it in the batter. Otherwise, if you use that same egg hand, it'll stick to your hand and not to the cheese curd. And then you just repeat that, and then you're done. And then you put it in your frying pan. So the frying pan is supposed to be at 350 degrees. I always just wing it, and it's always perfect. And then you cook it for about 45 to 60 seconds, and they always come out perfectly crispy with the amazing cheese pull. The mozzarella sticks are slightly different and take a little bit more time. So you take the string cheese and you mix it in your egg, and then you take your other hand, mix it in the pork panko, and then you just repeat. And once you have a plate full, you need to freeze it for about 10 minutes, and then repeat the step. Again, dip it in your egg, dip it in your batter, because I found every single time that I just make it like the cheese curds and don't freeze it, since the cheese is so long in a big piece of cheese, the cheese would just goo out and it wouldn't work. So you really need to coat them all and freeze them. And then you just fry it at about, again, 350 degrees for about 30 to 45 seconds. And then you want to get a rack, and for the mozzarella sticks, put them on the rack. Whenever I have a rack, I put like utensils under it to hold it up so that it's not touching my counter, that I just let it sit for about 5 minutes, if that makes sense. And then that's perfect. That is how you make cheese curds and mozzarella sticks. Number 3 is chicken nuggets. This is my sister's absolute favorite. It's really simple to make. You can't mess it up. Here is how you make them. You take your chicken breast and you cut it up into little cubes.
So you want to do one hand in the eggs and then one hand in the panko, because if you do 2 hands, like if I'm doing 2 hands here, then 2 hands here, you're gonna get your fingers all, like it's gonna be breaded. And
Everything's just gonna stick to your fingers and not the chicken.
Yeah, it would be really hard to do.
Make sure that you are filling the pan about 25% of the beef tallow, because otherwise it will sink to the bottom. You want it to float. And then it turns out perfect. You cook it at 350 degrees for about 30 to 45 seconds. I always just flip it when each side is golden, and then it's perfect.
This is what it looks like. Cheers.
It's
Very hot. Oh my gosh.
It's really hot.
It's like better than Chick-fil-A.
Comment down below if you've ever made carnivore chicken nuggets. Number 4 is super simple and easy, turkey and cheese roll-ups. So you want to make sure that you get a block of cheese, because it's the same way with shredded cheese, that it has a bunch of preservatives and wax if you get the pre-square slices. So you want to slice up your cheese into thin slices. This is so fun because you can make a whole bunch of different kinds. You can get pepper jack cheese, Colby jack cheese, provolone, any kind, and then you cut it up and you have your little squares, and you can fill it up with shredded turkey or a normal turkey that you get from the deli, and then you roll it really tight and you add a stick in it, and it makes perfect kebabs, and it looks beautiful on a plate with all the different colors, and then it's perfect. Any non-carnivores loves it too, and it's a perfect snack. Okay, moving on to number 5. This is my family's all-time favorite. Mini bacon wrap meatball kebabs. These are so delicious and so easy to make. We use a big metal bowl, and then we shred our cheese and put it in it, and then you have your bacon that you cook up slightly on a frying pan or in your air fryer for 3 to 4 minutes. You want your bacon cooked up very slightly because it'll cook the rest of the way in the oven. So I cook it for about 3 to 4 minutes in the air fryer. Then I slice it up, I put it in that big bowl, shred the cheese, and then you mix it up very nice, and then you have your little tiny meatballs, and you cook it in the oven for 400 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes, and then it's perfect. You can have a whole bunch of different types of cheese, then you put it on a kebab stick, and it's perfect. Oh my gosh, it's so delicious. I want to make some today. But that one is my favorite appetizer. Comment down below which one is your favorite appetizer. Well, there you have it. 5 delicious, easy carnivore appetizers even non-carnivores will love. I hope you all have the best holidays coming up, and if you are just here looking for appetizer ideas, I hope you try these and enjoy them. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe, as it really helps YouTube push my videos out and may inspire others. Wishing you all the very best today and always. Bye. Beep.